Rodents, such as mice and voles and even shrews, are constantly trying to get into our homes and structures for shelter, food, water, and trying to get away from the elements. What we're going to look at today is how to stop them from entering our structures. Also, once they get in there, how can we capture them and get them out so they don't cause problems by feeding on our foodstuffs, damaging our materials and our furniture, or even transmitting diseases to us. So let's look at first outdoors. Where do we look to stop rodents from coming in? Go around your complete structure looking for any hole, any slit that is a ½ inch or smaller. You need to caulk that and seal that. You can also capture them as they're running around the building besides just caulking the homes in way they're getting into the home. These traps are great for outdoors. They're metal, they're durable, and the mice will run in there to hide and get tripped into a chamber. This will hold up to 15 mice at a time. Place it perpendicular to the wall outdoors where you think mice are running around your building. Something else you want to prevent is mice from climbing up your building. If you have vines such as this next to your building where they can climb up and get in, tear them down. Do not allow them to climb up on something to get into the building. Remove them from the building and also stop them from getting in upper levels. So we're going to look around the buildings where there's entrances that are less than a ½ inch or greater. Here we have one where the mice can come up through the conduit, around the conduit, and behind this box there's actually a hole that goes through the building. So with this hole being here, we need to patch this hole up to stop small mice from getting in around this hole or up underneath here and getting into the building. But we can't just use caulk. We have to use steel wool as well so they can't chew it out. So what we're going to do is we're going to wring some steel wool as best we can and shove it into the hole and clog up that hole with the steel wool. Then spray our caulk or our foam on top of that. Now the mice can't chew through that and they can't get in the building from outdoors. Besides caulking it up and stopping rodents from getting in from the outside, we also need to look around the inside to find those holes that may not be visible from the outside but are still entrances for rodents to get in. One of the prime locations is where pipes go from wall to wall or through a wall or up from the basement, such as under a sink. So what we're going to do is we're going to look underneath the sink and see if there's any openings around where the pipes come in and out. And sure enough, there is. To stop the rodents from traveling from room to room, or maybe from a crawl space or a basement up into the kitchen where the food is and where they want to be, we're going to caulk around those pipes. But besides just caulking, so the rodents can't eat through that caulk, we're going to put coarse steel wool again around the pipe and then foam it in. Foams work great in dark places indoors. The foam holds the coarse steel wool in place. If the rodent tries to chew through the coarse steel wool, he will cut up his lips and turn the other way and not chew through. Okay, if you believe rodents or mice have already entered the home and you're seeing droppings or chew marks into your food supply that they want to make their food supply, the best way to get rid of them is to trap them out of the home. You can do this in several ways. Mice, once they're in a home, will run with their whiskers touching a vertical surface or the wall. There's several methods you can use. Box traps, which have one-way doors, can be placed right up against the wall. And so when the mouse is running against the wall, it'll get caught into these traps. And these traps may hold several different mice at one time. Another method that you can use will be the snap traps. Remember, you want these snap traps to trap and snap into the wall so the mouse can't get away. So you'll place those against the wall. So when the mouse is running up, it takes the bait and it snaps into the wall. Some people prefer the glue board. And there's several different types of glue boards on the market. The larger flat, they're thin, that some mice can pull away, and the tray type. And these come in several different sizes. What you would do here is to bait these. Now remember, you want this glue to be viable. So do not put the peanut butter bait or bacon or cheese, which are greasy items, in the glue. That makes the glue ineffective. Put the peanut butter in a bottle cap and stick it in the middle of the glue board and place that against the wall. There's several other different items on the market that are used for rodent control that university tests do not show to be most effective. One of them is an ultrasound unit that you plug in, and it's supposed to let out sound that keeps rodents away from your home and out of your home. There's no university tests that show these are effective in doing that. Another thing that a lot of people use is a poison bait. One thing about the poison baits, yes, they will kill the rodents once they feed on it, but most rodents need to take several feedings, and it may take days or even a week before a mouse dies once feeding on the bait. It'll die in the wall, it'll stink, and cause a bacterial problem. Stay away from the baits indoors if at all possible. So we showed you how to prevent the rodents from coming in, both outside and inside, and how to capture those rodents once they become pests in your home.